Hey guys, it's early morning for me, Monday morning. I hate Monday mornings. So I decided to look into Paidia Gaming and try to understand a little, about a bit more about them. And I just have some questions about these people because I don't necessarily think they're like bad actors or anything like that. After I did a bit more of an investigation and all, but I still have some questions like you see my previous video yesterday. It was a short about like them being uh what does it say, like inclusive and put spotlight on women, female gamers, women gamers, something like that. And I'm just like, like why are we doing the identity gaming now, so this is something that caught my eye right here. Was a link to an article saying so many incredible individuals and groups rallying for a better future in gaming, which I'm not opposed to that until you click onto the thing. How gamers want to create better, safer spaces online in 2022. While the gaming industry faces a reckoning decades in the making, the community is fighting back for a better 2022. Better representation, inclusivity, and accessibility would mean great things for a gaming industry. All right. So imagine hanging out with a large group of friends in a room as you laugh, catch up, and check in with each other. The door flies open and a swarm of strangers shove their way in. They're yelling over each other, drowning out your conversation with your friends. It's all happening so fast, you can only catch bits what they're saying. Calling you names, saying they'll do horrific things to you, disparaging your man, I am so tired. Ethnicity and your gender. You can't hear your friends anymore. Your stomach twists and your palms sweat. You want to hide. You want to leave the room. Your safe space has been violated. You've just been hate rated on Twitch. No, I hate when my computer does that. So, here's my thing. When they link to articles like this, I had to question, like, like, there are, like, things such as parties, little group chats, Discord. I'm sure there's other platforms that you could use to have, like, a safe space, as they say. So I don't understand. If you're playing on, in the public, if you're playing on if your mic's in the public, the usual lobbies and all that, I mean, that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. They can't really invade your party or whatever because you have the settings where you can, just put it on private and invite only or whatever. And as for public, you can just mute them. I mean, I don't understand. What's the problem? Hate raids happen when bots and real accounts flood a chat with a hateful, abusive rhetoric, and they can happen to anyone without warning. After 2 weeks of being targeted by these raids, Twitch streamer Raven decided to take a stand and started Twitch Do Better. She later teamed up with fellow streamers Shiny Pen and Lucia Everblack for hashtag A Day Off Twitch, a one-day strike demanding the platform take action against the escalating hate raids, doxing, and other abuse. Now, see, I agree with this a little bit. Doxing is, is horrific. And I'm not familiar with the hate raids other than it just possibly having trolls coming in and saying whatever. Again, you could just mute them. And also you have bots. I'm assuming this lady has bots for a chat and for a chat log and all that. And it's not cool when stuff like that happens, but at the same time there are ways to just take care of it and go on about your day. After seeing countless black and brown people endure so much hardship, inequality, and injustice, really focusing on politics, I knew that I could use my voice to do something. Riven told me in an email. Hate raids weren't new, but the frequency in which they expanded to all corners of Twitch, where marginalized people were people were was something I've not seen in my career on this platform. And I'm not going to get into this whole race thing, but it's not just only black and brown people enduring hardship. It's not. I mean, I got to be careful when it comes to these type of people, and I don't mean like in the lesser way or anything. I don't know much about these people. I don't know much about these Twitch streamers and what they think and what they, see. I can only read stuff like this and try to understand. But see, this is the stuff they just link. Paidia Gaming, I mean. And I'm seeing stuff like this with the nerf male privilege, fight bad guys in the game, fight bad guys in real life. And aha, here it is. When you Google gamer, most of the images will be young white men playing video games, their faces bathed in light from an elaborate computer setup, brows creased in concentration. The gaming industry has a history of creating one-size-fits-all content, but anyone who doesn't immediately fit the profile of a white, able-bodied, cisgender man faces an obstacle course. See, I don't want to say it because I already know. So now, now we know a little bit more about this Paidia Gaming. Why, they would have this and their thing. Now everything was fine. Everything was fine. Where I was seeing them advertise their stuff like some new clothing and people winning in tournaments or going into a tournament and all that. But then what kind of changed it was this whole thing. And when I saw that advertisement yesterday, I didn't want to judge them. I just wanted to see like, okay, well maybe they just, they're people who just want to save space. That's it, right? But then this article changed my whole thought about them, because when they're adding stuff like that not only does it seem kind of racist to me, but it also seems to me like they're a little bit sexist, because it seems like they're mostly just focusing on men being the problem, especially these what does it say, young white men that are cisgender, whatever the hell cisgender is, and saying that basically gaming is a one-way street. I don't know. Okay. And it's saying like the original Lara Croft design was hypersexualized. But here's my thing. See, now we're into the territory of the male, what do they always blame? The male gaze? Yeah, the male gaze. They forget that there are women out there who love other women. So, I mean, it's not just, and I understand that gaming industry, there's a lot more men, but I mean, this is a form of art, and it's not so much of just, oh, it's the male gaze and all this and that. It's when you're creating stuff, you figure out what works and doesn't work, and just to blame it on being hypersexualized or whatever, that's one part of it. But people didn't like Lara Croft just because she had huge tits. People didn't like Tifa just because she had huge tits. Digital 8-bit tits or whatever. It's because of what the character can do, how awesome the character is throughout the time when you have them in your party or or you're playing as that female character, and and I and I don't understand their argument at times, because they advocate for more female leads in gaming, but yet they criticize a female character, a main female character, just because she looks good. And I mean, it's so odd. Now, see, I don't know, I could get into Last of Us. But anyway, I'm clicking off of this. So that's Paidia Gaming. And here's their YouTube. They just started back in November, I believe. Yeah, November 3rd. And there's all the channels, and there's the people who are associated with Paidia Gaming. Miss Harvey, I remember you, Miss Harvey. I got a bone to pick with you. Got a bone to pick with you, because I mean, I think you had some bad takes, ma'am. But as you guys can see, it's not a lot of videos. They, like I said, they just started. But here, it's stuff like this: transgender education with Stephanie Pelosa. Now, when I'm going into into something about gaming, what do you think? What do you think people are gonna want to hear? They're gonna want to hear stuff about gaming. They are. Now, I'm not saying that they're not interested in the person who's a tournament winner, or who's preparing to be a tournament winner. But I mean, I don't want to hear about the preaching and all that. And I'm not bashing transgender people. Be whoever you want to be. You know, be whoever you want to be. I'm fine with that. But it's just, if there's preaching and there's that virtual signaling, then, you know, it just please talk about gaming then. That's all I can say. So here's their website. Their website's a little offset, because you see the join now button and everything. I think it's hard for you guys to see. Just join now. But, you know, they're saying, you know, what's going on, the Halo Infinite women's 2v2, all that and this, they're allies. And that's another thing. It's like, they say allies in gaming, but it's like, why don't you just say players or gamers? Why does it have to be specifically women and then allies in gaming? I don't, you know, it just kind of put me off. Like, something's kind of odd here. And if I go down, it's just them saying, you know, hey, this happened, so and so, blah blah blah, and this and that. So the content, and this is what they have. So that. So, I mean, just showing people, you know, what's in there. Now, this is is this video gonna play? I don't want to hear this video. I don't know. I might as well just read it. Let's see if I can do this without screwing it up. Welcome to Paidia. We are glad you have joined us on our mission to create an inclusive gaming community that empowers women and allies of all genders to safely connect, learn, and play. Our team is led by a diverse group of women who are next-level thinkers in the space of innovation, technology, gaming, and media. But we know we can't create something truly incredible on our own. We need help from our members too. By creating an account on PaidiaGaming.com, our members commit to uphold the values of Paidia for a brighter future in gaming, inclusion, integration, diversity, and kindness. They also acknowledge Paidia is a site that prioritizes the safety and respect of its members, and any form of racism, sexism, queerphobia, ableism, or other prejudices will not be tolerated. Through our portal, you can join a community of like-minded gamers, enjoying and sharing content, creating and participating in tournaments, chatting, gaming together, and earning rewards. We are also creating our own written audio and video media experiences where, where you can learn about different games, niche game circles, techniques, tips and tricks, industry news, and gamers who are making moves in the space. We are excited to build Paidia collectively, committing to being supportive, inclusive, and kind. Together, we can all enjoy the whole wonderful world of gaming as it's meant to be. We are excited to build Paidia with you, where there are no labels, just gaming. Team Paidia. So here are, well, no labels 2021. You know, that's kind of ironic considering I'm familiar with Miss Harvey's work a little bit. Our Paidia guides are our ambassadors that will help us lead the way on our mission of creating inclusive gaming community. So you got Miss Harvey, Kelsey Dangerous, and Cuddlecore. And then down here, I really do not like their website. It just feels, oh, and here's their partners. So they're official, of course. And then you got the pronouns down here, Jill, Kenny, the CEO, and all this. I want to go back here. Okay. Now, that's fine that, you know, there's a lot of, is basically owned by a lot of women, right? Now, imagine if it were men who created a whole thing, you know, a whole gaming website and channel and all this and that. We already know that they will be criticized by people like, well, you know, I don't want to say names, but this one right here, because I already know what her work is. And this isn't a form of attack, it's just what I've seen from her and what she's posted on Twitter. And I'll get to her tomorrow. I will get to her tomorrow. But she's a little bit of a handful, just a little bit. But I find it interesting that they're trying to say be kind and all this and that, but then, you know, I see contradictions where they're blaming white men that are cis, what the hell is it? Cisgender, whatever the hell it is. And about, you know, there being a one-way street, and that it's basically people of color and women gamers, gamer girls, whatever the hell you want to call them, they're blocked out because it's only, you know, for men, which is not true. I mean, I have cousins and I have a lot of female family members in my family, and I mean, I never been like that. Now, I'm not saying that stuff doesn't happen. It does happen, but it doesn't. But what they're trying to make out is that it happens a lot, and I do not believe that at all. I do not believe that it happens a lot. I remember back in the Mountain for 2 lobbies, I used to be in this little team, and there was a woman there. It wasn't like we were, you know, like hounding her or whatever. No, she was good at what she did, and, you know, we cracked jokes and everything, and, you know, and she was able to hold her own. Now, I know that all women are not like that. You know, everyone's built differently. But the thing is, it seems like they let this stuff internalize in them. Like, it cooks for a minute, and then they go out blaming people of sexism and misogyny and this and that. It just seems like that they have a hard time admitting that there are men. And they don't want to say that word. It's like the forbidden word or something. I don't know. I'm just having some doubts here about this. I'm not saying they're all horrible. I'm just saying that from what I've seen, a little, it just, that's what it seems like the direction is. It just seems like they're a little bit sexist to me. So I don't know what you guys think about all this, and talk to you guys later.